Check out part of my prize pack I got from Toronto. Thanks to Jewel and Free Gun. I can't wait to go to the beach. So today we're going to talk, I just broke my desk! Please keep in mind that this is geared towards beginner female riders. I'm not trying to start any arguments or fights or controversies. Flatland is 99.9% a male population, so if you're a girl coming into the sport and you expect it to be fair or equal, it's simply not gonna be. There's not much money in BMX, never mind in Flatland, never mind female Flatland, and we are a very small fraction of the Flatland population. Does that mean that the sport is sexist? By all means, no. If anything, I get way more attention than I should as a girl. I mean, I'm well aware that if I was a guy, you probably wouldn't know my name, you probably wouldn't follow my riding or any of my videos. But I mean, the female scene sort of needs that just so we can continue to grow and raise awareness that girls can do this too. We need to support each other and build the scene. And we will get there one day. Gonna make it happen with my back against the wall. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Little did you know, I've only just begun. First thing first, we're just built differently. Guys are naturally stronger than we are. I mean, I work out every day, and my husband, who sits at a desk all day at work, does not work out, and yet somehow he's magically stronger than me all the time, and it's just not fair. And not just that, our center of balance is a little bit different. Guys carry their weight more up in their shoulders, and for us girls, it's more in our butt area. This, people, is not sexism, and this is definitely not the weaker gender. Shame on you! This is something I like to call reality. And unless we're going to even the playing field and right before the runs, guys are going to start shoving. The reality is that guys have a 12-month riding year, and us girls, we're hanging around with this for 3 months of the year. So we really have a 9-month riding year. And not just that, we have this little thing called hormones in which change who we are and how we feel throughout our month. When I decided I was going to start pushing my riding every day, I learned really quickly that there were different ups and downs to my month. The first week of the month, I feel like this. The second week of my month, I feel like this. The third week, I feel like this. And the fourth week is nothing but this. Flatland is just like anywhere else in life, and there's always going to be that difficult person who only sees things their way and isn't really good at working in a community setting where sometimes the attention or focus needs to be on somebody else. I'm not going to tell you to pick your battles. I think that would be an insult to your intelligence. I mean, a battle is a battle, and it doesn't make sense to just stand there while somebody is attacking you. But I do want to tell you to know what you're fighting for and know how to fight for it and do it with dignity. There's a big, huge, massive, enormous gap between the best female Flatlanders and the best male Flatlanders. Someone came up to me and said, "Oh, you girls get so much attention and you're not even that good and you should really push yourselves." It's not really a battle I would get into. I mean, if you want to pick a fight with me, tell me something I don't know. I know I'm not there yet. I know I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but there's only room for growth and tons of time to get there. In 3 months, we have had six brand new starter girls getting into Flatland for the very first time. Now, I know 6 isn't a huge number, but in the land of female Flatland, that's massive. That's like you've just doubled the female population right there, boom. And I'm just so proud of you girls, and I just encourage you to keep going where you're going, and I can't wait to see what you do one day, and I hope you kick my ass. I was really insecure and really afraid that people wouldn't take me seriously as a girl wanting to ride Flatland. I mean, I'm just a girl who doesn't know any tricks, and here I am approaching these guys who are at a skill level that is amazing and way above me. And come on, let's face it, as a girl in Flatland, you sort of stick out like a sore thumb in the middle of a male crowd. If you don't take any risks, you'll never know what the outcome might have been. I know that there are people who think I may do this for different motives than which I actually do, and that's okay. People have their right to their opinion, and I have the right to do what I want to do. It doesn't change who I am or why I do what I do. The beauty about Flatland is that it's an individual sport. You can do what you want with it and make what you want with it. There is so much freedom, and there's no rules or regulations. You have to be doing this or that or blah, blah, blah. I ride for myself, and that way there's nobody to disappoint but myself. On the other hand, if someone came up to me and told me that female Flatland was stupid and we can't do anything as good as guys can and we shouldn't ride at all, OMG! That is a battle that I would stand up for, female Flatland and myself. To me, it doesn't matter who other people choose to be, even if they are the biggest ass I've met in my life. I'm not going to let it change or affect who I am and who I want to be, which is a person who is respectful towards other people and is respectful in and of myself. Walk away with your head held high, knowing that you know the truth about your life and yourself, and the people who love you know the truth about you as well. You can't force someone to see something that they aren't willing to see. But also be self-aware enough to know if there may have been room for misinterpretation in something you did or said. And if need be, correct yourself and clarify where you were coming from. Misunderstandings are worth correcting and builds your integrity. Through our behavior, we teach other people how it's okay or not okay to treat us. And people can't really see further into you than what you show them of yourself. When you choose an action, you are also choosing the consequences of that action. So don't do or say something that you're not willing to take responsibility for. There were so many people in my life on the basis of me being a girl that told me I couldn't, shouldn't, and wouldn't Flatland, including close family, close friends, and even my doctor, who didn't want me picking up my newborn baby at the time. But this is my life, and I'm the only person responsible for it or in control and has a say over what happens in my life. And that just wasn't okay with me. I wanted to Flatland, and so I did. Be yourself, have fun, and steer clear of anyone who may have double meaning in some of the things they say. It's pretty safe to assume that the meaning they mean is the negative one and they're just being passive-aggressive and don't want to tell you to your face. Don't be surprised when people like that exist, because they do, but also don't let them define who you're going to be. 100% of the time, bad behavior is coming from a place of pain within inside of a person. So if someone's being stupid to you, you have to ask yourself, what is that person going through, and are they okay inside? There's a lot going on inside of people, and it's just not fair to judge them based on what we see, because there's a huge depth to the things that we don't see. One of the things I love, appreciate, and boast about Flatland is the general community and just how much respect everyone has for each other. I really love that, but I say, let's focus on that. Treat other people how you want to be treated. Until you've walked a mile in someone's shoes, you don't know how they feel or what they're going through. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. We all look differently on the outside and have different features, but inside, we're all the same. Welcome to my front yard. It's freezing outside, but the ground is dry, so I'm going to do some riding outside for you guys. Woo! Today I'm going to show you some scuffing tricks. Now, I know that rolling tricks are more popular these days, but I think if you're starting out, it's really important to learn how to scuff, just because it will help you catch a balance point and just experiment with that balance point and learn what it feels like to be in a balance point. A lot of scuffing is brake and foot coordination on your bike, and once you get that down, you can pretty much scuff any trick. So as always, start on 2 wheels before you go to 1. And just kick your tire. When you're on 2 wheels, you don't need to use your brake. And scuffing helps you control your speed. Remember from one of my earlier videos, I told you when you fall forwards, whichever foot that you use to catch yourself, for me it's my right foot, is going to be your scuffing foot. So step onto your bike, hold your brake, lift your end up. You're going to step with your left foot, if you're like me, onto your peg, and just practice stepping up and getting your balance points up and down and car. So once you feel comfortable enough just stepping up and down, practice putting your foot to the tire and just giving it a little kick. When you kick the tire, you want to make sure you let go of your brakes so that you actually get some movement. You feel like you're going to fall forward, scuff. When you feel like you're going to fall backwards,